Hello everyone and welcome back to Bitcoin Tips. So today we're going to be talking about how you can start mining Alephim or ALPH coin in less than 10 minutes using a Windows 10 or 11 based computer here in 2024. So if all of that sounds interesting to you, I do want to make sure to ask you to stick around through the entire video so that you don't miss out on any of the tips and tricks that I have here to help you earn more and keep more of the Alephim coin that you mine. So, before we dive into the video today, I always do like to start off here on CoinMarketCap, taking a look at what's going on in the crypto markets as a point of reference if you do happen to be watching this video in the future. So feel free to skip ahead 1 to 2 minutes if you are not interested in this, and we'll be getting into the tutorial then. But overall, as you can see, we've had a little bit of an update in crypto with a total market cap of 2.38 trillion at a 1.84% increase. Now, of course, this is day one after the 2024 Bitcoin halving. So if you are watching this in the future, I'm sure we're getting to start seeing some price movement, but overall, we're seeing just moderate price increases, and of course, historically with the Bitcoin halving has come a really good bull market. So if history repeats itself here, we could expect anywhere from a 3 to 10x on Bitcoin price, meaning that other cryptocurrencies like ALPH or Alephim coin here, if I'm pronouncing it right, should hopefully go up in value. Now, of course, this coin is sitting at $2.87 here at the moment, but of course, that could go up much higher. Looking at their all-time chart, just a few months ago, back in February this year, they were over $3.68. So very cool. There's a lot of potential for this coin. So how do you start mining this coin? If we switch over to a site called Unminable here, which the link is in the description below if you do want to follow along on this tutorial, and I do want to say that if you see any other coin here on the site, you can use this exact tutorial, just replacing the coin with whatever you're interested in, and still get all the great benefits. So what you first need to do is determine what is the most profitable algorithm on your specific hardware. Now, if you don't know what that is, I would recommend going to whattomine.com and entering in your specific setup. Now, I do know for me with an RTX 2080, Kapow is the most profitable algorithm. So if you are watching this relatively new or close to when it was uploaded, chances are if you have a 20 series, 30 series, or 40 series GPU, Kapow is the most profitable. But I always do recommend checking what to mine anyways, just to make sure you're not missing out on any profits. Once you know what algorithm is best for you, go ahead and select Get Started with our wizard. This will bring you into the wizard to set up the mining file and get the mining program set up to run. There's basic and advanced. Basic is good enough for 99% of people watching here, but if you do want to specify your region server, your port, your worker, stuff like that, go ahead and use advanced, but I'm going to follow basic. Now, again, I'm going to be doing this based off an RTX 2080, which is the GPU side of the house. If you are following along with a CPU, feel free to choose CPU. It's pretty easy from there. It'll just select your algorithm, of course, which is a CPU mineable one, and the process is essentially the same. But I'm going to go ahead and go with GPU. Again, Kapow is the algorithm that's best for me, but feel free to choose whatever is best for you. Now, here's where you select your coin. Of course, we're looking at the Alephim here today, but again, if you see any other coin, maybe you get to this step and you see something like Slurf or Dog with Hat that's maybe more interesting to you, feel free to go with those. Essentially, all you do is just enter in the address that aligns to that coin, and you're still able to take advantage of all of the benefits that I talk about here in just a minute with the site. But of course, I'm going with Alephim. So go ahead and enter in your address here, and I do want to take a second to say, please double and triple check this address. If this is incorrect, you will not be able to get paid out, meaning any coins you mine to it, you just won't get paid. So as you can see, if I delete that capital B, there is no call out that says, hey, this is wrong. It will continue to let me set this up. That's not always the case with all coins here on the site, but if you don't double check this and you do get it wrong, you will have to come back and rebuild the file, which isn't a ton of work. As you can see, we're almost done, but you will lose out on anything you've mined to that incorrect address. So once you've done that, go ahead and select next. And as you can see, I do have a referral code here, which is just Bitcoin-tips with a capital B, capital T. if you want to use this, what it's actually going to do is it's going to let you keep more coins that you mine. Here on Unmineable, there is a 1% pool fee. Regardless of the coin you're mining, regardless of the algorithm, you're going to pay 1%, meaning that if you mine 100 ALPH coins, one of those coins is going to go to Unmineable, regardless of if you mined it in a day, in a year, if the coin's $2 or $200. You're always paying that one coin. But by using this referral code, you'll actually reduce that by 25% to 0.75. So you're actually getting to keep more of the coins that you are working to mine for, building your holdings even faster, and boosting your profits. So again, Bitcoin Dash tips, if you click the link down below, it should be embedded in the link, but the code is down there as well. But as always, if you don't want to use that, feel free to say continue without referral code, but you will pay that higher fee. So at this point, you are at the very end where you choose your mining program, download everything, and get it running. Now, I personally like Gminer. It works really well, and it supports both major GPU manufacturers. But if you are choosing something else, just be cognizant of the AMD GPU miner or NVIDIA GPU miner here. If you download T-Rex and you have an AMD card, it will not work. Same, vice versa here with Team Red Miner. So keep that in mind, and that's kind of why I recommend Gminer. It's just one less thing that could go wrong. But go ahead and select download miner files. This will bring you to a GitHub page where you download the Windows 64 zip for the miner that you're using, which of course in this case is Gminer. Go ahead, download this, and extract the files. If you don't extract them, this will not work. Then what you'll do is come back here and say download.bat file. This will download a file to your computer that all you have to do is drag and drop it into the same folder that has all the files you just extracted. Now, a quick call out for this, both with the miner files and the .bat file. You may get a call out in your browser saying, hey, you're downloading an unverified file. Are you sure you want to do this? You are going to have to allow that download to go through if you want to mine. If you are not comfortable doing that, the answer is simply don't. Unfortunately, there is no workaround for this. It is part of mining. It's not just an unmineable thing or an Alephim thing, a Gminer thing. It is just a crypto mining thing. So I always say I've never had any issues on my end. I've used this on a number of computers, both GPU rigs as well as Windows computers, as you can see here. I've never had any issues, but that does not mean you will have the same experience. So if you aren't comfortable with that, the simple thing to do is just delete it from your history and move on to something like Crypto Faucets to continue earning free crypto. But once you get that downloaded and dragged and dropped into the folder, you can see I have my unmineable-alph-kapow-gminer.bat. All you have to do is double click this and you'll actually see I'll get a Windows pop-up saying, hey, we've protected your PC. You will have to say run anyways or more info and then run anyway. Again, if you're not comfortable doing this, simply don't. But at this point, I am now officially mining ALPH coin using my RTX 2080. We are 8 minutes and 4 seconds into this video. So as you can see, even including a little bit of an intro with CoinMarketCap and prices, we are up and running in less than 10 minutes. Now, two final things I'd like to call out here about unmineable mining. It does take 15 to 30 minutes for the stats to show up on the website once you've started the miner like I have here. So if you don't see anything right away, that is completely normal. But if you still are not seeing things after about an hour, there may be something wrong, and definitely encourage you to leave a comment. You can always go back through the file creation process, ensure everything is correct. But if you do run into issues, feel free to leave a comment. Always happy to help troubleshoot. And on the other side, when you are ready to stop mining, whether you want to use your computer or just shut it down, all you have to do is find this window and hit the X. As long as that CMD window is fully closed, not just minimized, you are no longer mining. The only reason I call this out is because here with Unmineable, you will actually continue to earn and see stats here on the website for up to an hour or longer after stopping the miner. I personally have seen payments come into my Unmineable account a couple hours, 3-4 hours after stopping the miner. It's a little strange, but hey, you are still getting that coin into your balance, which can be paid out. And I just like to call that out because some people do get concerned that, hey, this file's still running somewhere on my computer. But as long as it's fully closed, you are no longer mining. So again, thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far in the video and haven't subscribed already, please consider doing that to stay up to date on how to mine all different types of cryptocurrencies, as well as earn free crypto from faucets and cloud mining sites. And again, if you do run into any issues at any point during the setup here, feel free to leave a comment down below. Always happy to help troubleshoot and get you up and running. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in my next video.